Hi everyone, I'm heidiroro and welcome back to my channel. I'm using a full face using Flower Beauty. That is Drew Barrymore's brand. If you guys are interested in a full face using all Flower Beauty, then let's get started. First off, let's prime our face. I'm using the In Your Prime Perfecting Primer base. It applies really nicely, feels very hydrating. No smell, so that's good. I'm using the Light Illusion foundation. This is shade Natural Beige. I bought most of these products online, so hopefully these match me. I hope so. Packaging wise, it is gorgeous. It's in a nice glass bottle. It just looks very chic and very beautiful to put just on your vanity. I'm excited because it does have a pump. It's going to make everything very hygienic as well. Come on. There we go. Ooh. And I'm going to be using the Flower Beauty sponge. I did wet it, so it looks very, very huge. Let's just apply this foundation and buff it in. This is the final finish of the foundation. Right off the bat, I can tell it's very dewy on my face. If you are more dry on your face, you might really like this. Or if you just like that dewy look, you will definitely like this foundation. I can already tell that I'm going to have to set it, and I do have a mattifying powder that I bought from Flower Beauty, so I'm excited to test that out. But yeah, it's very luminous, dewy, glowy. So if you are all about that life, you're definitely going to like this foundation. If you are more on the oily side and you don't like that dewiness, skip out on this foundation. The only negative about this foundation that I saw online is that it doesn't have that big of a shade range. It's very exclusive. In terms of that, they definitely need to step it up with the shade ranges. I'm going to conceal with the Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. Packaging wise, again, this is beautiful. I think Flower Beauty's packaging is really nice and it feels very expensive, even though it is a drugstore brand. I can already see that this concealer might be darker than my foundation, so that's not good. Again, I bought all of these online. I got the shade Light Medium. Yeah, this is definitely not a highlighting shade. It is, I want to say, darker than my current foundation that I'm wearing. So I am just going to lightly apply that right under my eyes. I do have a small pimple right there. Let's see how that is with coverage. I think so far that concealer was fine. It's nothing magical, but I am going to also apply this on my eyes because I didn't buy an eyeshadow primer. I don't know if they have an eyeshadow primer, but I'm just going to use this as my eyeshadow primer before I set my face. Everything blended really nicely. The foundation and the concealer, really, really nice. Just please expand your shade range. Now I'm going to be using the Miracle Matte Translucent Finishing Powder, which looks like this, and it has a little powder puff. When I was opening this packaging, I don't know if you guys can see, but there is tape right here. There's two little baby tapes kind of holding the sifter together, but it's like barely holding on. So packaging is a little bit more on the cheaper side. So the sifter is popping out like so. Though it looks very luxurious, it's more on the cheaper side. I wish that I didn't have to worry that the sifter was going to pop out at any given moment. I'm going to use the powder puff. It smells very chemically. This was a flop in my personal opinion. I don't like this. I picked up the Light Illusion Perfecting Powder. This is in shade Tawny. I didn't see any bronzers on their site, so I just improvised and used a powder. It's really powdery, and the kick up is unreal. I don't know, maybe I should have gotten a little bit more of a darker shade. I thought online this looked really dark, so I thought for sure it would be able to bronze me up, but so far the powders from Flower Beauty are not impressing me at any way, shape, or form. I don't like these. However, I did hear a lot of great things about this blush. This is the Flower Pots powder blush. I got Peach Primrose as a really beautiful flower imprint. Ooh, that's nice. Before we move on to the eyes, I do want to add some brows. So I'm going to be using the Draw the Line eyebrow pencil. This is in the shade Brunette. It's really pigmented. Go at this very, very lightly. I think there's only 3 or 4 shades in this range as well. I feel like the shade ranges for all the products, they just need to expand a lot more. We are going to go straight into the eyes. I'm using the Wanderlust Flower Eyeshadow Palette. This is in shade Austin. I'm going to go into this kind of orangey tan shade. I'm just buffing it into my transition area. If you are not a big fan of Kick Up, you might not like this eyeshadow palette, but I feel like everything is blending pretty nicely. I am going to go in this nice rustic reddish brown shade right here. I'm just adding it to the outer corner of my eye in like circular motions. The main reason why I got this palette is because of this beautiful lime green shade. It was just calling my name. So I'm just going to use my finger and I'm just going to add it to my inner corner. Yes, I think the best way that you're going to get this color payout is by using your finger. And then you just go in with a clean finger and just like blend it out. Super simps. And back with this orangey shade, and I'm going to run it all over my lower lash line. Back with that brick red shade, just to that outer lower lash line. Now I'm going to line my eyes with the Flower Beauty's Style Eyes Liquid Eyeliner. This is in the shade Onyx Ink. This is a super long felt tip, and that worries me only because I feel like it's going to be too flexible and maybe not so easy to apply. But let's see in terms of pigmentation. Wow, that's really black. It's like so long, I feel like I don't have a strong grasp. Like I feel like the brush can just go anywhere, and it's just like, well, that's what it is, you know? It's just like too flexible. So it kind of just like moves, which is not good when you want a really precise line. All right, one wing down. Next one. I feel like this eyeliner is not bad. Pigmentation is extremely black. Love that. It is wet, but it does dry down to a nice matte. And it's not going to give you the sharpest wing either. I am just going to add some mascara. This is the Flower Beauty Lash Warrior Mascara. For someone like me who has very, very small, itty bitty lower lashes, it's very hard not to get this all over my lower lash line. I did have some trouble, so I had to keep going back and forth and like removing it and then adding some more and all of that. So I think this is great for my top lashes, but definitely not for my lower lashes. I am going to highlight my face. This is the Shimmer and Strobe highlighting palette in shade SP1. I think I'm gonna go with this champagne shade and this golden shade. I'm just gonna mix both. Ooh, that's nice. There's a nice glow to this. Wow. Oh my gosh, I am a glazed donut. That's beautiful. I'm just going to use a small little flat brush, and I'm going to go in with this golden shade and pop that in my inner corner. just to give me that pop. Pop, pop, it's showtime. Showtime. Guess who's back again? Brrrah. I'm going to add the Shine On lip gloss. This is in shade Plum Pansy. Oh, I love that. This particular shade, Plum Pansy, is a My Lips But Better shade because it looks very similar to my actual lips, but it just gives me that nice hydration and that lip plump. Oh, I love this. It's so comfortable. And last but not least, I'm just going to finish it off with the Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Long Lasting Setting Spray, and this is the matte finish. And that is it for my full face using all Flower Beauty. I hope you guys liked it. There were a few setbacks, but overall I think it was a success. So if you guys liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment down below on what you'd like to see next, and please subscribe to join the family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!